from beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Miami Dolphins. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Allen going to go to the air right away. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Well, he gave one defender the slip, but others waiting in the wings and dropping him behind the line.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
Half 35.
Here's Allen to throw it. He'll fire deep, looking for more. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller. You talk about this Miami defense. This crew against the pass, it's been a real struggle. Second from the bottom in the NFL, number 31.
Theories abound. People have opinions. But too often for this team this season has been the big play that's done them in.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He'll try to do it himself. Trying to fit it in the ball, but it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
On the ground, this is Devon Achane. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for a Dolphins first down.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. It's a loss of 8 there on the first down play. The big loss on first down leads to a tricky second down. 18 yards to go. Play action. Willis. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And this will be called officially a 66-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a scoreless game. I got nothing after that try.
Yeah, don't even try.
I mean, he tried it from the parking lot. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going, runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. They still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Third down and 1. Allen. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Allen going to run with it. And out of bounds right around the 20.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
From the 20, here's a 2nd down and 4. To throw, it's Allen. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Here's Achane to start the drive. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Here we go. Bronco 80.
Up the middle, Achane. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first. A run straight ahead with Achane. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Willis looking to throw it. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Washington's got it. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. Now Willis. This one thrown underneath to Achane. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Hurry!
That's another Dolphins first down.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. The Dolphins at 2-7 now on the year, and they come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here. Losers of 5 straight.
And far be it from me to go ahead and go gloom and doom, right? If they fall down 7-0, 14-0, all of a sudden the cycle starts all over again. So the best way out of this for them, they need something to happen positive early in this game. That's a great way to help break this losing skid.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd.
Now Willis to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 29-yard line. Instead of a 3rd-and-1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Come on.
Back to throw, Willis. They set up a screen. Achane has it. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
Good call there on first down. And Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wound up picking up positive yardage.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
That's a gain of 3.
Here's Willis. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
70 Lions.
To throw, here's Willis. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Here is 3rd down and 4. Willis. And it's caught. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. Patterson's kick is good. So 3 points on the board. As easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That is caught. Kincaid with it. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
7
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Prater's kick is good. And the Bills are going to tie the game at 3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals. The combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. Some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 26-yard line. Achane gets it from the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down. And now an audible here into something else. Willis with a quick throw out wide. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Here we go, here we go. It's Cowboy 80. Let's go. Ready, ready?
Here's Willis now off the play fake. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Willis on the sneak. And he'll get in. He's overthrown a touchdown. His 4th rushing touchdown of the year, number 6 overall. And the Dolphins come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Here's Allen. Shakir holds it in. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, second down.
Well, these two teams met earlier in the year in Buffalo with the Bills winning that ball game. So they're looking for the season sweep with a win here in Miami. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Allen going to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Allen now looks to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. DJ Moore with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point good by Prater. And we are even at 10 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the third quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
Play fake. Here's Willis. And that's going to be incomplete. Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion force there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Returnable here for Davis. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
And showcasing those strong legs on that run. Getting through 1 tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there.
From the 41, this is 2nd and a yard.
56.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Alert! Regular. What's that?
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He's going to look deep for more. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Talk about a momentum shifter right there. Tie game, fourth quarter. These are the plays that win you games. And now defensively, the question becomes, how do you respond?
They'll run with Cook. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? This is caught. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run the ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
When we say the game's on the line, I don't think we're overstating it here. These next few plays could very well decide this one. Advantage defense there on 1st and goal as they're able to get in and force the loss on that play.
To the air, Allen. Now he's going to step up and run. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field, but sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given, and it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the 4th quarter. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. What can they come up with here? It's 3rd and 7. Willis will look to throw it. That's caught by Toby. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Here's 1st down.
37-yard line.
Again, it's Achane.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field, but his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Now 2nd and 4. Running right. It's a handoff to Gordon. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. They'd love to get a little closer if they need to kick the field goal on 4th down. From this spot, it's 46 yards.
They'll run for it with Achane.
And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
3 timeouts left. They can use them all if necessary. 1st and 10 here.
And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture? That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. This is 1st and 10. To throw is Allen. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 8. And defensively, they'll say you can have that.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for the Dolphins, it's a rare victory for them as they get that record back to 3-7. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Bills, it's just their 2nd loss so far to go along with their 7 wins. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.